What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Solo Leveling Arise video. Before we get on with the actual video, guys, I just want to say I am an avid fan of all things anime, manhwa, mangas, you name it, right? I've been watching animes, reading manga since I was a kid, and that's a long time ago. I'm 40 years old now, so I've been doing this quite a bit. And I have to say, I'm now on book 8 now, right? So what chapter is that now in the book? Give me a second here. Chapter 22. This is the last one in the series currently, up to date at least. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. This has been the most hype manhwa I've ever read. And it's like not even close to how much of a fan I am compared to everything else that I've ever touched. Kudos to the authors, Chugong, who original story was created by. This is a masterpiece, by the way. And I'm only saying this. I'm not saying this because obviously because of the game, and I'm hyped because of the game. But I've, there's a lot of animes out there that have protagonists and antagonists that you kind of love or hate. This is one of the first books where like the hero, to me, is like top tier. And it's rare for me to say that. Again, I've only ever named three or four top heroes in any of the shows that I've ever watched that I really cared about, right? Usually the supporting cast takes hold of the reins and kind of goes through and makes it what it is, where the hero is kind of like just a glue to piece them all together. In this, I'm telling you now, Jin Woo Sung is probably the coolest badass character I've ever seen. And I'm talking about like from the moment he got the power to reawaken up to the point that's in this is insane. Like and they've done such a magical job of making that growth happen through the MMO aspect of real life, right? Which is like essentially he's playing a massive multiplayer RPG by himself. What every person really dreams of is becoming super powerful and being able to do a raid on your own. Forget the raid team, forget everybody else. You're just strong enough to do it by yourself. So incredible to see it come to life. Like Sword Art Online had a little bit similar concept to it, but nothing near this. Now let's go to the game part. So a lot of people have been asking, like, Payne, do you know what this is going to entail? Like, are we looking at only the anime? So no, with this specific trailer, you're going to actually see a little bit more than what the anime has up to this point, but they have stated that they want to bring the game out after the anime is finished. I'm not sure how far the season 1 of the anime plans to go. If you haven't watched it, I'm not going to tell you where they're at. I highly recommend watching the anime. More importantly, reading the manhwa is even cooler. So they are definitely going to follow the original work, which is the manhwa. So a lot of people were scared of the amount of content that this game would release. Well, because of where they are currently in the books, don't worry about it. We got plenty. And I mean, they could structure this any which way they want. There can be random raids. There can be multiple gates that can open. There can be different ranks. There can be tests that you can do to get ranking, higher up, lower up, etc. The use of different characters and supporting cast is a big part of it. So let's take a look at this one. A lot of people were also asking, hey, Payne, is this game going to be dubbed? Well, the good news is, yeah, it will be dubbed. So you get to choose. So here, let's listen to this a little bit. You guys can kind of hear the voice of Jin Woo Sung and some of the things that he's doing. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet here, and you guys can watch this.
I must have gotten a little stronger, huh? This boss is on a completely different level. Chino, you stay put. He's all mine. How could I have forgotten? In a dungeon, it's always survival of the fittest. The system is forcing me to commit murder. The system needs me to be strong. Hwang Dong-suk, you're strong, but there's one thing you don't know, and that's that I've been leveling up. If the Keys level is the same as the dungeon rank, that would mean this is an S-rank dungeon. I have no chance of surviving. Well, if I really have become someone's avatar through this system, I'll swallow the system whole.
There you guys go. So if you guys have noticed, this is a little bit less than where we are in the actual anime. So this is when he goes to Demon Castle to try to get the elixir of life to create it for his mom. Cerberus obviously meets him. They have a fight. again, you can watch it, check it out. The anime is actually further than this, which is good. That's good news. Now, we've seen through other trailers, obviously, his fight with Igris, which is, the anime is not even there yet. Will be there very soon, actually. And I would imagine that's where they're probably going to stop season 1. Makes sense. About 10 episodes in, I would say. They probably stop that. So I haven't seen anything past Igris. So it could be safe to say the initial release will go up to that point. And then he gets his class, obviously, at that point, right? And if you guys, again, have not read it or watched it, I don't want to ruin it for you what class he gets, but think of an MMORPG, right? You start off with a basic class, he goes in for a class quest, and he gets that class. So it's safe to say, guys, that this game is going to follow the original work, because it's probably all going to be put into the system, probably pre-patched and ready to go, but we might not see the release of the content until the anime gets completed. Now, it'd be crazy to say this. I don't think it's going to follow the anime all the way across. I think it might just do season 1, wait a little bit, let people catch up, play the game, etc., do their monetization whaling thing, and then release new chapters as that comes out. If they wait for the anime, depending how long the anime takes to do part 2 or 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, right, based on these books, for example, we may be waiting for years for content to drop. So they can't be doing that. Obviously, being a Netmarble game, they understand, they're a veteran company, that content is key to them getting people to spend money, and obviously for people to continuously play their game. So they need to be smart. Sorry guys, on my phone. They need to be smart about their release time. So I think it's safe to say, guys, number 1, we will probably follow the anime to a certain point, and then after that, they probably will release it based on the manhwa, because they have said it is based off of the original work, right? And the manhwa is a little bit different here and there. Also, the fact that the game is called Arise right away should tell you, right? Obviously, his skill is to form bonds with the shadows of these bodies that he eventually kills. And then he takes a hold of them, and they kind of join his solo army. And then obviously some of the gameplay we've seen is way past where the anime was for months now. So I think it's okay to assume that they're going to follow the anime to some extent and then move over to the manhwa. Now, obviously you guys heard the dub version. Not only do the fights will show that, but there's also certain weapons that they've already showed that already have like exceeded past the demon castle. So that's also another indicator that they're probably going to follow the manhwa. So whatever the case may be, guys, the introduction of all the S-class heroes, the introduction of some of the A-class heroes like Kim Chul, you know, the some of the fights that he's been doing here, the weapons that are here available. This game is already set to go beyond the anime for a while now. So definitely, you know, if you've been waiting for this like I have, I am super hyped. So again, can't wait to finish this last book. Can't wait for chapter or book 9 to come out and continue with this incredible story. The sky's the limit with this character, and I hope they do this game justice, because after reading the manhwa and watching the anime, the only thing they can do here is do either really well or really mess up. So there won't be a middle ground for this. So guys, and now Marvel guys, when you release this, I really do hope you do this character in this game some justice, because I personally and a lot of us cannot wait to play this game. All right, guys, this is Payne.
This system, I'll swallow the system whole.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, I have to let you finish this up. To be continued. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.